I just took a piece in my butt. I just wanna suck it, I can feel.
Hey, look at those faggot ass clothes!
I don't feel like doing an introduction to this fucking video, as I really do not care. So Captain Smite got into some shit. And of course, it's Discord drama. I was first introduced to the drama when Sakoli showed me a screenshot of him being black. Why the fuck did I say black? Blocked by Captain Smite on Twitter. And I asked him what happened, so he pulled me into GC and told me that like Smite was having a big spurg and he was calling them all hypocrites and how they all couldn't take a joke. Which doesn't sound right because Smite likes to make edgy jokes around me all the fucking time. And I'm saying this is because like Sakoli told me that Smite making a joke about fucking saying kill yourself or whatever is out of character for Smite to say, which bitch, no it isn't. And I mean, me and Smite pulled Sakoli in a call and he said the exact same thing, so I kind of do have proof that this did happen. You could probably guess why I'm saying this. Oh wait, it was screen. Hello. And if you're wondering, I gave Sakoli an infinite inward pass. Don't get on his shit. Yeah, nigga gang.
Yeah, nigga gang.
We gotta sort some shit out.
Like what?
You remember that shit you told me like you had a problem with Smite?
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not really entirely sure about this shit.
Fuck off.
No.
Cause
Don't
like,
wanna talk about that shit.
and for what reason? Cause like the only reason
I just don't want to talk about it. I don't think it's worth it.
the only reason why I added you in the GC is because I wanted to piece things together.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need to work some shit out.
Why do you don't have time for
What's
this?
this fuck? Because I honestly don't give that much of a shit anymore.
You didn't give that much of a fucking shit. Why'd you go whining to Takashi about it?
That was like right after the situation.
Okay.
I really don't give a shit anymore, bro.
I don't understand. Have you tried and it just didn't work?
I just don't give a shit anymore, man. I'm past it. Really don't care. I was more just laughing that you fucking blocked me on my main account on Twitter.
Yeah, I fucking blocked you because you went onto my fucking YouTube to mess around on my stream. Kind of common fucking sense of how to avoid harassment, you know?
Yeah, well, I have fucking like 4 other alts. So,
Doesn't make the fucking
there's
pussy.
like 4 other alts, so yeah, good try.
Okay.
I don't get it. Did you just fucking lose motivation at the last second?
Motherfucker, it was a week ago.
So like, what's gonna happen next?
I also don't know why you invited me.
I literally said it at the beginning of the fucking call.
Gay ass nigga.
He invited both of us because he's, I don't know, trying to figure out what shit happened.
It was about Smite in the fucking GC.
If this was your fucking like getting over, I have to add like fucking Gus because that was like a main part of the bullshit.
Oh, you were half of the fucking thing with Gus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
but
y'all
Gus was more of a bigger contributor
so
to
fucking
me.
vouch for y'all, so y'all can make a big fat circle jerk around me.
I think it was just like a fucking joke, and then Gus took it too far and thought it was serious, and you probably thought the same thing at first.
I did it the prior time. I literally did it the second time, and then he finally goes off on my shit. And says I got mad at him over a letter.
Well, to avoid like, to make this a fucking both sides or some shit, I'm gonna have to get one like
avoid what?
Get like one of like the main contributors on the shit.
Takashi's neutral about this. What the fuck
Yeah, like
do you
one of the
mean?
main contributors to the whole like fucking drama, bro.
What, Gus? So that way
Yeah, he's like one of the
each other off.
like, drama. He's like he's
So
probably
y'all can
gonna,
suck
he probably
each
would
other
explain the shit.
Hold on.
Doing this shit individually. We're gonna do this shit individually. We're not doing a big fat GC because then the same shit's gonna happen.
I'm only inviting Gus.
No. Listen, I think
then Gus is gonna want to invite McDuck and all that shit. Are you kidding me?
That's what I was going to get into. He might like want to invite fucking You have.
We're doing this one at a time, different GCs. I'm sorry. If you want them talking over your shoulder in DMs, you can go ahead.
I just wanted to figure this shit out.
Mayo just said right now, add me. Let me guess, you're DMing all your friends, that way they can give you advice.
I'm only gonna invite fucking Gus. I'm gonna tell him like not to invite anyone else.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
No, it's not a good fucking idea.
It's better than just like a full GC for like 9 people.
Mostly because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
You know what's even
I'm
better?
thinking about that. Like,
you know what's better? A minimalistic GC of one person each. One person on each side, and Takashi as the fucking noter of the situation.
We're thinking about this.
We're just gonna
we don't have to like do different
the shit because he's like one of like the main contributors. I only have like a small slice to that shit.
We're probably just gonna.
What do you mean? You name leaked me in the middle of the fucking GC. That's kind of big, you know.
Not my problem.
Especially whenever they fucking don't know.
Not my problem.
Yes, Sokoli, it is your problem. You literally internet stalked Captain Smite. What the fuck are you on about? We're only gonna like do this one at a time. We don't have to change GCs.
What the fuck is okay?
Sokoli first, McDuckix next, and who the fuck else? I don't know. But anyway, so Sokoli, say your side.
Yeah, he was just spurging a GC and then left. That's all I really.
Spurging, okay, sure, spurging.
Yeah, you were spurging hard, bro. You can't deny
that. I have fucking screenshots.
Of what?
The fucking text GC.
Cool. The thing is, Smite, the reason we got so surprised is because the difference between, like, me... Like,
it's out of character, bro. Shut up. I make these jokes around Takashi all the time. I know. I've heard the whole out-of-character story before, alright? And it's bullshit.
I mean, it's kind of true, though.
No, it's not.
Explain how.
I mean...
How is it out
there's
of
no,
character
like,
for me
The difference is, I'm a piece of shit, and you're barely even a piece of shit. That's it.
No, Sokoli, listen, this isn't really...
Weren't you guys complaining that I was making McNut jokes on stream like 2 months ago?
No, it was just kind of, you just made it cringy.
Cringy?
What
you
the hell?
Fucking saying that in the
what the hell are you talking about? You do the same exact thing.
What? Who are you talking to?
You make McNut jokes too, don't you?
Yeah, but it's part of my personality, and it's not Smite, so Smite's trying to copy me. Real.
Oh, so you claim ownership over McNut memes. That's your thing, huh?
I don't...
So you're pissed off that I stole your thing.
No, you just made it cringe.
I don't think he's like...
I don't think... off that I fucking stole your thing. Oh my fucking god, you're so harder.
I don't think that he... I don't think that he was, like, mad that you stole his thing. I think he just wanted you to be original. I don't know, some shit like that.
No, it's just saying, hey guys, I guess that's it, and then fucking over the horizon 6 times isn't funny.
Yeah.
Especially coming from you. Because the difference is, I'm like a piece of shit. So it's like a part of my personality to be like a piece of shit.
Don't fucking tell me about personality. You sound like someone who's talking about what they prefer in their crush, bro.
What?
Low
That's what you're trying to fucking say.
Personality. Bro, like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's kind of true, though.
How is it true? It's low-key opinionated. The other people I was playing on stream were laughing their asses off. You just didn't find it funny because I was doing the same shit that you do.
No, it's
not
just
funny
because you basically overdid it. Okay, I worded that wrong. You basically just
overdid it. You make edits and you fucking put them in every single group chat, bro. Don't tell me overdoing it when you low-key did this.
Because I'm a piece of shit and you're not. There's a difference.
Don't fucking tell me who's a piece of shit.
What are you talking about?
Don't tell me my role responsibilities, bro. You literally put this in. And you also
What?
did other shit in other group chats. Don't tell me
What's-
it's because, oh, I'm supposed to be the piece of shit and you're supposed to be the nice guy.
So,
Like, do you fucking hear yourself?
what is Sakoli? Do you have a point to make here? If I'm wondering.
What is?
The VC kind of showed how Sakoli was being a fucking hypocrite and tried to make excuses like fucking personality. It's just why Smite couldn't joke the same way he did. And when Sakoli doesn't really have any arguments to make, he'll just start trolling. I would make this its own section, but yeah, Smite, not everything is worth its own big section. So about the trolling and shit, not that the trolling was that big of a deal, but it would become very obvious that Sakoli didn't have any arguments to make, and when he didn't have anything that he could really say, he would just ghost the chat. But anyways, I'll let Captain Smite take the mic from here and actually give you a nice little backstory on what actually happened and how it sparked into this video being made.
Hey guys, it's Captain Smite, and I guess it's my turn to tell my accounts of the situation. So first things first, we're gonna start out with the falling out of the bamboo ops, I guess you could call it, and then we're gonna go on to talk about the aftermath of that, and then we're gonna talk about Gus and Sakoli's stupid dilemma. I'm not really sure what to call it, because it's kind of retarded to be honest. So Gus, or now Cyros, I guess, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep calling him Gus for this video, has made some very piss poor decisions as of lately. From trying to make me panic about getting doxxed, to going back to his old habits of lying and manipulation. It's either the second part, or he's just really stupid and can't take into consideration the context of situations. And I've had to deal with him for a little multiple times in the past with his assholishness, but this time it just really had gone off the rails for everyone. First things first, just so you people know what kind of person this guy is, I'll fill you in on some iconic Gus moments of old, just so you guys have some background knowledge. Now, when I first started commentary in like, I don't know, early 2021 and I was still a squeaker, I eventually came across this other guy who did commentary too. He got me into a group with some of our topics of today's video. You'll probably maybe recognize some of these names if you're filled in on the small commentary crap, such as Sakoli, McDuck, Gus, and even Ramen Dealer. But more on Gus, since this segment is about him. He used to be the type of person to instigate fights by messing with people, i.e. me for the most part, because I was the easiest target. Because I'm gonna be honest, I used to be a fucking snowflake who'd pretty much almost never got his facts straight. If you don't believe me, ask General Thick Boy. But basically, Gus would get other people like McDuck to join in on the arguments, that way they could pin me into a corner. And this was not a very uncommon thing too, as this would literally happen every couple of weeks. But fortunately, there were also some instances where the old group would basically banish Gus for some time after, you know, they kinda didn't like what he was doing. And after like a few weeks or so, he would always crawl back and usually restart his usual antics. I think he got like basically banished twice, but then the third time was so bad that like the entire group didn't want to even have anything to do with him ever again. This happened around end 2021, early 2022, and so for a few months, Gus had absolute radio silence and no one really ever talked to him. Until 6 months later, he came back, making it look like he was a different person now and that he had changed for the better. For the most part, I don't really think he did. He was accepted back into the group, and I'll be real with you, I believed he had changed, but then this entire fucking mess would happen. Recently, within a couple weeks, there was an argument that was so bad that I had to leave the group myself because of how much of a circus Gus had started everything out to be. This argument would have a large portion of the group chat come in to absolutely dogpile on me. And I'd say the three major players of this situation were Gus, Sakoli, and McDuck. And this whole situation was sparked up because of this edgy exchange. Allow me to elaborate. I had made this sarcastic, edgy remark to Gus a few days earlier, and the way I took it, Gus's response was meant to be a sarcastic response. I guess not on the second time, or he just really wanted to start up Discord drama. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the latter. Out of nowhere, after I posted this edgy DM, he proceeded to attack my content for no apparent reason, saying I never posted a good upload ever. Like, I don't think this guy watches my videos ever, cause he would also later on go on to say that I'm a Leafy clone, which like, I'm not. Anyways, after Gus said this, Sakoli jumped on this stupid bandwagon for some bizarre reason, making it look like I went ballistic and meant death on Gus. Then soon after, McDuckin Ramen Dealer would jump in and end up saying that it was out of character for me to make edgy jokes. Like, what? Am I some sort of storybook character? Saying someone is out of character that you barely talk to is just fucking weird. Like, I'm sorry, did you not know that I catfished what used to be a perv 12-year-old? Hello? Apparently it's a problem for me to make edgy KYS jokes, but it's apparently okay for Sakoli to shit out memes of Ronnie McNutt killing himself, like, constantly. Man, do I love double standards. This retarded argument would end up lasting for 4 painful hours of taking what I say and putting it out of context, while trolling and posting random memes every couple minutes. Any valid points that I would end up making would end up getting thrown under the bus by bringing in different subjects, turning the argument into all sorts of different directions that it didn't need to go. And then they would all go on to say that I was victimizing myself and was ignorantly deflecting all the things they'd end up saying, like, I'm sorry for not rolling over and submitting to all you guys with my tail tucked between my legs. I'm just tired of Gus making a huge deal of almost everything I end up DMing, trying to make things look like something they aren't. Eventually, I would end up leaving the group, and that apparently made me a pussy because I ended up blocking the majority of them and would keep putting them on timeout on my live streams. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to get trolled 24/7. It's not necessarily a joy of mine to get harassed constantly. Anyways, I would end up regrouping with my good friend Takashi / Moomin / whatever he's called now. I don't know. He's thinking of retitling. I have no idea. And I would end up learning from Takashi that Sakoli went on to bitch to him, saying that I ended up spurging out the previous night, or something along the lines of that. So then Takashi and I decided to make individual GCs for each person affiliated with the situation, trying to figure shit out. And as you guys saw earlier, Sakoli straight up ended up leaving and avoided almost all the questions we asked. Later on, me and Takashi would get into the group where the entire argument happened. I basically decided to troll Gus and Sakoli, making fun of their physical features by comparing them to fictional characters. Because also in the original argument, Sakoli ended up leaking my entire name to the group chat and which school I went to, also making fun of my personal issues in life. The way I saw it, we were getting even, but apparently not to these guys, because Sakoli would end up pulling my IP a couple days later. And more on that situation. So Sakoli and Gus got so fucking mad that they decided to troll me and made me think that I was getting doxed. Using an alternate account of Sakoli's named Lepsy, Gus would make me think that Lepsy was a doxer / swatter. I did believe that I was getting doxed, but I didn't necessarily panic. I just ended up blocking most of them. But apparently these actions to Gus mean that I was in a panic. Like, basically at this point, Gus is trying to convince himself about all this shit just so that way he can think that he can get a one-up on me. Even though, by this point, he's made himself look like even more of a complete and utter fool than I already am. And the worst part is, after these motherfuckers pull my IP, they want me to apologize for calling one of them fat and for making fun of the other's anorexia. And these guys were trying to make me apologize so badly that they were trying to, like, suck up to me or whatever. Like, how butthurt are these guys that I made fun of their physical appearance? Like, these guys expect me to let go of this shit that's been going on for 2 weeks, and in which my name has been leaked to these guys, which school I go to has been leaked to these guys, they have my IP, they've tried to manipulate me against the one person who's actually on my side. They tell me when I'm out of character to do something, and they've had an entire group chat full of double standards revolving around me, and they expect me to apologize because I called one fat, and I made fun of the other's eating disorder. Okay, that's a fair exchange. This just goes to show how fucked in the mind Gus and Sakoli are. Their idea of a fair apology is a win-lose situation for me, when it should be a fucking win-win. These guys always feel like they have to get the fucking one-up on me and back me into a corner so they can make themselves feel personally superior. And if that isn't the wrapping on the present for you guys, then I don't know what is, because this just goes to show that Sakoli and Gus are manipulative pieces of shit who like to get a one-up over people that they can piss off easily. I rest my argument. Have a good day.
Anyways, in conclusion, these people fucking suck. They like to fucking cope and seed in a corner, as well as immediately cuck to each other for backup when they're cornered. Anyways, I'm done with this video, and I think I'm done with this entire drama. So sub to the main channel, sub to my second channel, follow my Twitter, follow my Reddit, join the community, all that good shit, and I'm signing off.